Hello, everybody. What a fantastic welcome it is for this beautiful day, night, whenever you are deciding to watch this broadcast. I'm username underscore Intel here, joined by, well, Mr. Dividing by Zero as we make, I would say almost a nostalgic return to League Zero for, I think, a very beautiful event.
Yeah, absolutely. A great event indeed on this Sunday night as we revisit some of the best days, the best teams in League Zero history, flushed in the San Francisco Glock. And as we head into game for the first time, again, this is a first to three show match, so we are going to go just until we have three wins for one of these two teams. Again, RuPaul, yes, if you are wondering, this is the same RuPaul that is on the Florida Mayhem. Zera just got announced being on Team Afterlife and Contenders. Plato is on Team Boise State. There are a lot of high-level players on both of these teams who have gone on to do great things in Overwatch and will continue to do great things. But for today, we are back in the good old days, back in the days of League Zero, where COVID didn't exist yet, and we were all just yelling at Overwatch. I'm excited. Love the Bastion pick and the Brawl comp, because when you go into that tank form, it's going to melt the Rhine shield immediately. Look, Joshua down to 200 shield already, and it's going to force all of SFG back.
Well, not having that Mei doesn't allow them to wall off, and that's kind of what Glacial is able to do for the rest of the team. And look at that, Jishwa's just able to run out, use the hammer. Mei is still as powerful as ever, and look at that. Was that basically a team kill?
Yeah, Shatter v Shatter is going to be massive. This is the time to stamp your authority and stamp your dominance as a Reinhardt player. If you're Joshua, if you're Jazza, and Joshua's looking for it. Absolutely red by Ultra, and also blocked. So I guess we're gonna call it a draw. Swift 16 ends up going down because of it, but honestly, Swift only went down because he was outside of the Rhine shield, and that is his own fault.
Yeah, they're able to hold it down for a little longer. Also, shout out to the Toronto Defiant skin, all right? Pretty strong. As you see them commit back into it, the window is going to be blocked out because it's just LOS in general. They do split the Lucio at the bare minimum, but, I mean, look at this. Bastion's able to pop out the ult, forcing the rest of the team to have to commit into this fight. Immortality's going to fall, same with your Baptiste, and that's just one massive reset. Unfortunately, without much time in your bank, it does look like you aren't going to be able to win out on this first point.
And actually, we do have the gentleman's agreement in chat right now between Ultra and Joshua. It is going to be Reinhardt all the way through, a battle for dominance. That's the only thing, though. You could go for anything else on the other side, and we actually see Plato's going to be running the Reaper, so you're going to be having a lot more frontline damage, a lot more immediate pressure on the Joshua's shield compared to the Cassidy and Mei that SFG are running. I would be surprised. Yeah, Zera is not going to stick onto the Symmetra. It's going to be Tracer. You're going to be trying to get around to the back.
Absolutely. Baz is already extremely low on health. Able to retreat, get a bit more security. But look at that. This is the aggression that you're seeing from the Shock right now. Able to move forward. Glacial able to get the 2 picks off of it, and they gain control of the point because of it. See both windows pop out, but the Immortality is able to save everyone. But Jazza immediately, as the aggression goes forward, Blizzard isn't going to be enough. They're back into this neutral fight. However, Baz is able to take out RuPaul, putting this more into Flox's favor. And this is just the cleanup phase. They're able to find out what they wanted, even get out 2 ultimates from it.
So now, as they re-engage, we're going to have Blizzard from Glacial. Might end this. No, it doesn't. Baz gets in and finds Meg immediately. That's a huge pick.
Wait, but the counter stun is going to give them an opportunity to hold the line until they kind of just get pressured out. That Lucio tried for the boot. It's going to be counter boot by Baz. Does take out Zer. Wait, that's really good. Joshua's going to be able to respawn faster than, say, the Mei. And, well, with MK kind of coming back in, look at that. They're already committing back into the fight.
Yeah, getting right back into this. A quick Blizzard from Glacial. Can you find the picks off of it, though? Plato goes down. That is a large amount of damage. No longer available for the side of Flush. Joshua has to stay alive, has to outlive Ultra, and is going to do just that. All I want to see, though, is I want to see one of these DPS players choose the Junkrat. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. Please.
Actually, yeah, can we get the Symmetra Junk? Can we get that again? Old glory days.
That is so fun. Please, I want to see it. No, Plato's gonna run the Bastion like a wuss. Fine. I guess it's meta or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. At least Jazza knows what they're doing. Able to go onto the flank, take out Swift, who was on the Mei wall, and allow the team to be able to get a good opportunity to play in that aggression. Even though Ultra is able to take out Joshua in the end, you're still abandoning the rest of your team to be able to commit to that fight. No Ryan to be able to protect, and look at that. They are able to clean this up, gain first point. Will they get the Symmetra? Well, yeah, of course. All right, this is the shock.
We've got ourselves first point control for SF Block, and as they try and go in again, a quick immortality field from RuPaul is going to shred the shield of Ultra and then shred the health bars of Flushed. Beautiful job from the Florida Mayhem support, as now we're going in for a spawn camp.
Because you had a second tank to protect you, except just which is so strong that it's practically that diva next to you. Oh wait, what a good Mei wall! Shatter tries to stop anybody who comes forward, but only gets the Hanzo counter Shatter. Going through will fall out, the Blizzard able to capitalize on the damage. And I mean, the spawn hold, if you can call it, is going to continue. And they are going to be looking to play this game as Artillery goes out and Dragons is able to split them up. Boom, big slam on two, able to get the charge mortality, able to keep them up, and look at that. No, was that sound barrier? Where was it? It was gone, and it's not going to be helping the team as they slowly get melted, and yet Jazza is able to go on the flank, fine too with it. Only poor Lucio on the point. Wait, no, Baptiste with the window might help.
It might help, but there is a lot that Swift has to do in order to flip this back towards Flushed, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's just a lonely Reinhardt alone on the point. Plato trying to buy as much time as possible, but it feels like it's just delaying the inevitable at this point. Halfway to a pulse bomb, but that's about as far as you are going to get. The staggers come in, the staggers go down. A nice Blizzard to slam the door on Lijiang Tower. SF Clock win map 1. Having a pretty solid matchup against Reinhardt. The pummels go through the shields. There's definitely a lot of skill involved in that matchup, but Ramatra is really good. The Hanzo instead of the Cassidy is also really good because you're able to, that one-shot potential can instantly turn a fight on its head. Like we see right there, Plato getting the headshot on Jazza. That Boise State difference coming through as Clear joins Plato.
Oh, what an amazing sleep, just helping Plato be able to survive. Do you see kind of a swap on the sides, looking to go into that spawn room? Not really the best position that you want to be taking, especially when Glacial's coming back into the fight in a hot second. Moving back in. Jazza actually going to be able to take out Swift, though. The Lucio is going to fall. The Ramachos are fighting outside into the choke. Eventually, they are going to be able to hold this back with the rotation. And ooh, what a nice hit. Taking out that Tracer.
Jazza has the Dragon Strike, but that's really all that SFG are working with at the moment.
They are going to take this fight. At least a stall out on the point. Dragons being popped. Oh no! Caught within 3! Caught within the Dragons. We're prepared. And then Plato's going to flex. They really haven't had a very stable kind of team fight together, even though they managed to come back as 5.
I don't feel bad. Do better. If I were them, I would simply win the fight. And that's my analysis.
You know what? You're not even wrong, but look at this. This is the flank I've been waiting for all day. Going after the sound barrier is going to be able to hold out, just waiting for this ability to end. Then they're going to pop out the Annihilation, especially with the Nano Boost, going to be able to avenge those who have fallen. However, it does look like Clear is kind of just stuck, forced to kind of move in, not able to go help push the payload until Baz is able to find out the Lucio in the backline. They've now put this a little more in their favor.
See, it's not that hard.
I desperately need the Ramatra 1v1, you know? It's almost like the YouTuber boxing match. I got a bet placed in, and I need to see whose fists are going to be landing harder. They do manage to win that off of the first fight, which is really good. Look at that time bank. It's like a beautiful spaghetti. You're going to be able to just set yourself, pace. Though Plato does go on the flank looking for a pick.
RuPaul's in trouble.
It's not much you can do. Well, as much as RuPaul's in trouble, they are coming up on the Nano, which is the big play here.
Yeah, absolutely. The Nano would be massive, gone to Joshua, which is exactly what happens. Looking for that last 5% to that Annihilation. Gets it, but is it going to matter? Because while that happened, Zera and Baz went into the back line, and they are destroying SFG from the back.
Huh?
Yeah, I think Flush is going to have no choice but to let it happen, except no, never say die from Baz coming in for the touch, and now there's a chance here. The Annihilation and the Nano Boost. Clear is select, so that Annihilation is still active for a little longer than I think it should have, and because of that, Jazza goes down. Joshua with the Annihilation on the other side, though, is going to find a lot more success. Finds two, there's a third. Clear is not going to be much further for this world either. The beat is used to keep Clear alive for the moment, but one more pummel from Joshua. That is a 4K. RuPaul is going to deny the ace, but that is still point C unlocked with 3 minutes on the clock.
That's a solid Boomba right there. The hands were rated E, and honestly, now they've set themselves up for a pretty good position. Though third point has always been one of those settings where teams are basically stuck back in this neutral, where there's no real advantage even when it comes down to ultimate. Zera does have that pulse bomb, try to hope to kind of get that opening, but the bigger point is how do you take out, I was going to say Jazza, who's kind of the staple of this fight, but with them gone, nothing stopping.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Oh my gosh, that's so smart! The Ravenous Vortex pulls MK into the void! Are you kidding me? Oh, I've never seen that before, but that was so good!
Honestly, you're kind of just playing up for the ultimates at this point. The choke is basically that fiesta that you're looking for, especially with the Nano. That's going to help Joshua be able to build up to the Annihilation. They have the Pulse Bomb, hopefully can stick out, and they're going for it right now. Look at that, an anti onto the Hanzo, leading into the first No way. No way we see... No way.
I mean, Joshua was killing everyone anyways. Unfortunately for Flush, they're kind of forced to push out into open space in order to try and finish this off. But either way, 15 seconds left on the clock. This map is going to be decided with this last fight here. And I'm very interested in Clear moving on to the Zarya. We do not see Zarya very much these days, and for pretty good reason. It's very difficult to provide the shielding and support for your team. You do a lot of damage, but it's kind of difficult.
Wait, no. With the Zarya coming in, they're at least able to provide a bit more support, help take out the tank, and now it's really up to the DPS. Over, you don't want to be going up when it's RuPaul and Jazza on the same roster. Nano coming out, hoping just to be able to take out that Tracer. Look at that, Jazza able to take out once with this low. Tracer going to the back while Dragons goes inside the room, taking out the Ana. Jazza manages to clutch out the fight. Even if Joshua and Jazza are doing an amazing job getting in that damage, getting in that space, they are not shutting down the person in the flank.
Joshua is nanoed up and doing work on the back line. Just destroys Plato, destroys Swift. Baz has got much longer as SFG are looking incredibly strong on this defense. As a reminder, a win here will secure them the win in the show match, potentially the unofficial title of best League Zero team in existence, and they are looking well on their way with only 2 minutes left on the clock.
Clear does have the Diva Bomb to be able to throw, but I mean, Rialto's infamous for just having so much natural cover, as you're already seeing, that it's not going to be the best position. They are looking to get that rotation in, hopefully the dive. Oh wait, no, poor Ana. Pulse Bomb in! That was absolutely clutch. It would have clicked, and you would have had to reset as you go onto the flank. You're able to get the Nano push forward, get slept for Clear, especially with the Transcendence being able to peel out. Pulse Bomb is going to take out RuPaul, poor soul, but the Bob at least is able be a little bit of a comfort. However, they are so far split apart that it's really not going to get too much value.
Oh, but the headshot on the Zera. Somehow Jazza stays alive for so incredibly long and just outputs so much damage.
Absolutely. Love the fact we talked about the Widowmaker a little earlier today, but seeing it on a map like this is going to be interesting.
Wow.
Immediately, there's nobody to really protect the supports, and they are just going to get flanked and taken out as the Monkey's able to help and RuPaul's able to get the pick. Hopefully they'll notice the Tracer in the back.
That is an SFG support line difference right there. 3 minutes on the clock. There is going to be enough time here for Flush to come in for one more fight before this is just over. But it's going to be tough. You have Clear and Baz swapping over onto Fast Heroes just to ensure they get back at the same time in time. But that means it is a suboptimal composition to be playing right now.
You're going to be seeing that dive go through. With the Doomfist now in, Clear is a good opportunity just to be able to deny these. Was that just a headshot punch taken out? My goodness, that was dirty coming out from a Florida player. Although you do see the Doomfist go in, headshots galore. Suzu able to hold, and well, Jazz is able to finish that out. Dividing, I think we've got the note these players' history has continued.
That's just the state that Life Weaver is in right now. Hopefully they can figure out something cool to do with the pedal platforms, but as is, okay, that was nice. M-Key taken out, and now the speed boost is no longer available for SFG.
The names to remember.
So now Plato up on the high ground trying to dissuade SFD from approaching, but that's not how Junker Queen rolls. She's going to get right up into your face, and Clear is going to start off by taking out RuPaul. Both Brigidas now out of the fight. It is now Life Weaver healing versus Lucio healing. Truly the worst healing output in the game coming out right now from both squads, but they're staying alive for the moment. And the overclock from Plato is going to find Jazza, looking for Glacial as well. Gets that Genji down extremely low, and you're going to find the finisher. And that is Flushed, finishing a second fight in a row with a victory. And they might be able to take the lead on this one.
It's going to be a little harder for this side. You know,
Real life.
Doing much. Just look at that. Healing's good, but look at the Blade's going to come through, get the healing, be able to help take out too. And look at that. They managed to bring that back immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the idea behind the Tree of Life to block out the window. The problem is there was a second window, but the Blade from Zera finds two. Here's a third. The Genji one trick continues to do just that. 4 kills for Zera. The Flushed monster looking for the ace. M-Key so incredibly low, and I think, unfortunately, he is going to get away. A 4K.
They're able to take over this point for a little longer. However, with the ultimates that are setting up during the next fight, this might be a good opportunity to just be able to win this back.
We shall see. 83%. This whole time, the cart has been moving, but a nice headshot from Plato onto a mid-air M-Key is going to open things up here for Flush to try and take control right back. Jazza trying to fight back onto Clear, and to be fair, not having that tank could be massive for the side of SFG. Dishua still alive, still fighting, but Plato's rail shots are absolutely massive right now, is not missing a single one of them. Not only do Flushed get the point flip, but they don't have to use any ults to do it.
Admitting their own abilities, well, actually 3 abilities, though you didn't really get to see most of them. As
He rage quit. Clear said GG and left the game early.
What a League Zero moment.
In true League Zero fashion, he decides to leave. So now we're gonna have Ultra finish out the game.
A few moments later.
I have to stop everything right now. We just got a $500 donation from Sean.
Whoa, wait, whoa!
We are now at $1,200 total. Wow. We just had a crazy update. Thank you so much. Adult money go burr indeed from Shund, now the top donator of the day. Thank you so much. And thank you for your commitment to League Zero as a mod over the years. Truly appreciated. Ooh. Here we go. This could be the final fight of the show match here if SFG are able to come away with the victory, but they are just working with the overclock from Jazza. RuPaul gets Bass, the flex support difference, the Florida Mayhem difference coming out and takes out most of the healing for the...
Miss Dart And then look at that, you're going to be seeing the overclock come in. You managed to take out the Lucio, holding this down. You have the Nano just to commit if you want to have a little bit of fun. But look at that, it's still moving. They have to commit themselves on to the point. As you see, the charge, but Ultra is not going to be having rain. It's actually going to be a drought, and more importantly, it's going to be the end of the series as the Glock not only show themselves to be the champs, but show themselves to be the most confident players around League Zero.
Absolutely, go for it. By the way, I noticed in chat that Pixel Storm said Dividing didn't read my message. What the heck? I thought saying, "Hey, you got some easy clap sirs to make" was enough, but wow. I will go ahead and say it verbatim. The $200 donation, you do deserve that at least. I need Easy Clap Sir Season 0 and Season 1. I cannot let the legend of Easy Clap die and the legacy of the best League Zero team go unknown. If by best League Zero team you mean the team with the most rules broken, then yeah, you're there.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your generous donations, everybody. And yes, like Intel said, we're going to go to a quick break while we hash out what we're going to do for this 5th and final map of the day, so don't go anywhere. RuPaul, what the heck is wrong with you?
Oh my God! I could not imagine the moment we go to break, Dividing.
Why would you?
You had all the opportunity to do it. Mid-game, early game, whatever. But like...
I cannot believe you, man. First of all, thank you so much for your generosity. Clearly, that Overwatch League check is hitting different. And because of that, we hit... The original goal for this stream was $500. We have now risen $2,000, technically $2,035 for the Videogames and Esports Foundation, helping out different franchise students and schools to provide scholarships to gaming and esports schools in clubs. My goodness, what a G right there, helping people out. As of now, we've hit the stretch goal. I don't even know what the $2,000 goal is, but I know Hedwig has to wear a maid costume now.
It is really beautiful. All right, it is.
Oh, so you've got a lot of sirs to make, Akri. So Akri is now going to make a sir out of every Season 0 team because we hit $2,000. Oh, sorry. Yes, so it's 1 sir for all of Season 0. Got it. Okay. Understood. Sorry, I just might have accidentally committed you to eight sirs. I don't want to do that to you. Okay, well, we're into the game, and by the way, if you didn't notice, we're on Blizzard World, and we are playing a 5v5 GOATS map right now. People are off-rolling, people are having fun. It's traditional GOATS except for the D.Va.
It's honestly even more interesting without that D.Va, because you're not having anyone eating up that damage. Rather, you're having the Zarya pop out those 2 bubbles to be able to get as much damage in as possible to be able to protect. It's almost like the pseudo D.Va in that scenario, but it does look like the defenders aren't really going to be getting much out of this. They are forced back. It does look like first fight is going to be falling in favor of Flushed right now on GOATS because they... GOATS, because they are an aggressive team, and there's nothing really stopping them from just hitting that W key going forward, and as well as RuPaul is kind of that flex player especially. Honestly, Sure is just really good. Okay, nice try on the shot.
MT just absolutely dipped Baz.
MTD.
What a god, what an MTD. What an MTD right there.
Yeah, it's gonna shut it down and shut down the bush. I mean, RuPaul even now has Graviton Surge, so it's gonna walk in favor. I can truly see just a high ground jump. Oh no, poor Zer, stuck inside the enemy's backline being chased down.
Oh my goodness, just teeny bit of space left. Oh, almost had the grab up as well. If you had just given another extra seconds, you would have gotten there, but... Oh, it's actually the grab comes through from RuPaul first. It's going to force out the Transcendence from Plato, so everyone's going to stay alive for the moment. And Dishua has the Transcendence ready for when the grab comes out from Zera as well. Early beat from Swift is going to try and allow Flush to go aggressive. And even through the Transcendence, it is not enough. Flush is getting the kills That is the power of the focus fire of Goats for you. Even with the healing power of Transcendence, it is not enough. They are coming up pretty close to a couple of key ultimates for the side of SFG. You have the beat and the rally up already, so lots of armor, lots of overhealth coming in very quickly. MP with the shatter available, and I think Baz knows it's happening because you're playing quite conservatively right now, but it does slip through. It finds Zera. Not going to die to it, though, because it's Goats, of course. Nobody's going to die. There's the beat.
Soundbarrier's able to keep up Glacial, dangerously lows. Right now, the win condition is going to be the grab. However, RuPaul is going to fall before they're even able to build it up. And Sir is going to commit just to help clean up, especially with the shatter. Honestly, it's a dinner plate that is left messy, but they are going to be able to capture this point.
Could be getting extra rounds, of course, if we get all the way through, but with this current map, we have to, Flush has the opportunity to win a map today if they stop SFG at any point. And what aggression from Baz.
No, what peel from a team as they come in and take full advantage of it to live and then kill Glacial before they can enter the spawn room. Never in my life dividing.
I mean, SFG currently has a much faster pace than Flush do at this point in the game. And actually, as of right now, Swift dying does not... No, Zera, you can't. Zera, don't do it. Not the Widow Goats. We can't have this happen.
This wasn't a part of the gentleman's agreement. This is not a surefire moment. You can't just do this.
No, don't do it. Oh no, the gentleman's agreement has been broken. The Woats is
the angry MK going in. I mean, at least they're able to capture the point on the bright side. Nobody's ever gonna be picked off from that.
But RuPaul already has the rally available, that ultra wide screen and the stuns, and I think the stun goes through shields as well. Could be massive here.
Yeah, it does. As you see them go through, booped in the air, flying brig, not on my checkbook today. As this fight continues to enter into a very dirty miss. That window's gonna pop. Shatter actually managing to land, taking out 3. They're gonna not see a Transcendence. Rather, you can see that payload move for a little longer as Plato manages to get that 3K.
Huge shatter from Baz there, opening things up for Flush as they manage to get through the first big choke point of Blizzard World Point B. My goodness, and this is what happens, right? When Goats gets going, it is so incredibly difficult to stop it. Now we see Widow Goats from the other side in desperation. Jazza on the Widowmaker now, just trying to find the one headshot you need, and there it is on the Play-Doh. In the back, that is your main healer for Flush. And now, the flank Widowmaker. It's pine time here for Jazz as he continues to evade capture and might have found the kill necessary for SFG to finally end this attack.
It was more than necessary. You forced her to use the rampage in a meme format just to solo. Doesn't get the kill. Immortality saves you. Bab can't do anything. And that's a stop on the point. They got that farther than I could truly ever expected. But at least we got a spectacle out of Jazza. They just kind of like let themselves capture the point.
Wow. And so, 2 minutes on the clock, so this is still very winnable for the side of SFG. They could go for the full sweep, the 5-0 here. It will take pretty consistent, almost perfect play at this point in the game, but it is very, very possible. The RuPaul Junker Queen, I believe.
Yeah, they're taking this fight on top of the high ground. Ryan having trouble dealing with the multiple angles going out as you see the charge. Oh no, the speed was going in, having to back up just a little. Honestly, it's more interesting the fact that Mickey's managing to keep the team up so well with Joshua on the point with the window now set. It's going to be hard for them to take that full commitment in. One big slam and it is over as you see the rampage go through, managing to hit an anti onto specifically Jazza going after the opponent. But right now, it's not really looking good for either side as we're both stuck in this uncomfortable neutral.
Yeah, it's really tough here, but at the end of the day, SFG, all that matters is that they keep that cart moving forward and is continuing to do so consistently as this fight continues. Swift, though, is fully charged and angry. Gets a 2K before finally going down. Might have opened things up, though, for the rest of Flush. All right. The overtime is going to be procced here. It's probably going to come down to this one final fight. With 10 seconds left on the clock, can SFG get it that last 20 meters? The problem is the only ultimate that they have right now is going to be the Rampage from RuPaul. Plato and Ultra are both getting very close to their very impactful support ults.
Yeah, thank you, C2, by the way, for the $15 donation, because this fight, well, it's going messy, so we gotta be quick. As you see, the boop's going around, hoping to see 9. Time enough for touching the point, and it looks like this is going to be the end. It took them all night, but they were not ending on a loss, folks. As you see, the beat was needed, and Flush, they managed to take the victory, 4-1
No one
series.
beats Flush 5 times in a row.